Here are my way too early NBA Western Conference predictions for the 2019-2020 season. I recorded this July 7th, so it's been a month. Certain trades hadn't happened yet, but overall our opinion on the West pretty much remains the same. With me today, I have a guest.
Guys, it is Jpaulished. I have been here before.
Yep.
And
by now, by the time I upload this, it probably won't be recent, but it changes the NBA with Kawhi going to the Clippers. Russell Westbrook trade hasn't happened. If it does happen, it's going to change a lot of things as well. For now, the league has seemingly settled. So with my 8th pick, or my 8th seed, the past team in like 5 years ago to the finals, the Golden State Warriors.
I have the Rockets. I just think the Rockets are such a disaster.
Wow.
That they can't get it together.
But are they a disaster on the court?
I think so. I think so. Chris Paul's going somewhere. If he doesn't, I see it becoming a huge issue. 2 years ago, they played good together. Last year was a little different.
I think they just couldn't get past the Warriors, and that's their biggest problem. Now that the Warriors are gone, and they're the 8th seed, you know, I feel like this is their chance.
I mean, Warriors 8. That's a good spot.
I'm kind of scared for the Warriors because the media is rushing. It seems like they're rushing Klay Thompson to come back, saying, "Oh, he's going to be here by January." He just tore his ACL like last month, didn't he?
Yeah. I mean, we've seen the ACL rushing back with Derrick Rose thing. It's not a good idea.
So hopefully, I'd say if the Warriors aren't doing good by like All-Star break, just let Klay Thompson come back when he's ready and not say, "Oh, January, February." That seems way too early for me. But that's why I have the Warriors at 8.
To see Curry just cook on his own. Like I've always wanted to see like if he got traded to like the Hornets or something, and he just like put up 40 shots a night.
I'm gonna say this though: the Golden State Warriors, the backcourt of D'Lo and Steph, that's just like a taller version of Steph and Monte back in the day. So hopefully it works.
No defense.
Moving on to the 7th seed, however.
That's where I got the Warriors.
I have the Spurs.
Okay.
It sucks for me to have them. This is my team here. But they didn't do anything. They got Murray back, but outside of that, a lot of the other teams in the West improved. The Spurs basically remained the same. You know, they got more defensive-oriented players now, but I don't think that's enough. They don't have the third guy to go with DeMar and LaMarcus. Another first-round exit, most likely.
Yeah, I really do like Keldon Johnson. I think just pop. They're gonna find a way to just move up a little bit. Yeah, 6. That's where I got him. Not much higher.
So you have him at 6. I have a team that a lot of people would probably have like top 3, 6. I have the Lakers being 6. Is that bad?
I don't think that's bad because, of course, they got Anthony Davis,
who's injury prone. And Cousins, he's coming back from a major injury. LeBron's getting older. He doesn't play defense. They don't have necessarily a starting caliber point guard, and they have hardly any depth. The Lakers could easily be in trouble because last year LeBron missed a couple of games. A lot of Lakers fans were saying if he didn't miss 20-something games, we would have made it the top 5 in the West. Obviously, they're kind of delusional. But Anthony Davis has also had injury problems. He doesn't play a full 82-game season. DeMarcus Cousins, like I said, you don't know. This is a very questionable Lakers squad, and I can't put them more than 6 considering they missed the playoffs last year.
You really are just sleeping on Jared Dudley's addition. I think he could go for 30 a game.
Starting point guard?
Yeah. Quinn Cook, I guess, is a good pickup. I don't know.
So, yeah, the Lakers, a lot of concerns I have with them. Moving on to the 5th seed, I have the Utah Jazz.
I got them a lot higher. I got the Nuggets at 5.
Nuggets?
Higher.
Really? They were the 2nd seed last year.
Yeah.
What happened?
I just think it got competitive. Did they add anyone big?
No, they're relying on Michael Porter Jr. to come back, even though he already got hurt already. So
yeah,
he was supposed to be like their X factor. He's not going to be playing that much, I don't think.
Yeah, Millsap getting older.
I think Millsap still can contribute.
Good. No, Millsap's very underrated. I don't think he gets enough love. But Jokic is obviously unbelievable. Jamal Murray, he really came alive in the playoffs. So I guess, I don't know, they got a good team. Like, the West is just so hard. That 1 through 5, I think, is really kind of interchangeable. That's what's hard. But I don't know. That's just my guess. I think they take a step back. Who knows? In the playoffs, they might upset a few teams, but I think I think 5 for the Nuggets.
I have the Nuggets obviously a bit higher, but the Utah Jazz, I know they got Mike Conley, Emmanuel Mudiay, Jeff Green,
Bogdanovich, good signing.
I think I saw a lot of people on Twitter hyping him up, saying like, oh, they're making moves, they're gonna be a sneaky team, and I don't know. Like the Pelicans thing with Anthony Davis, that I was saying with the Lakers. Anthony Davis doesn't play a full 82 game season, and Mike Conley the past 2 seasons hasn't been like the healthiest player. So hopefully it works out in Utah. I just see them being a relatively same team, like 50 wins or so, being in the same spot as they were last year, just a little bit more hyped. Moving on to 4, I have the Portland Trailblazers.
Or I have the Lakers. I think that's a good spot for the Lakers, middle of the pack. And Anthony Davis would be a pretty good squad. I mean, this is also banking on Boogie being
like an all-star again.
Not an all-star, but like
plays defense.
Like he was bad last year.
I don't even think
better than last
DeMarcus Cousins is going to be starting the start of the season. It's going to be JaVale McGee.
McGee was really good last year. So that's the thing. Like if he can stay like that, and you get a decent 6-man Cousins, where you don't use him too much. Also, he seems pretty out of shape.
Yeah. Portland Trailblazers, they were the 3rd seed last year. They added Hassan Whiteside. I think that's a huge pickup with Nurkic being out for the majority of the season. But I don't understand the Bazemore trade, the Mario Hezonja pickup. Who's their starting power forward now that Amino and Harkless are gone? Is it Zach Collins? They started their young guy.
They picked up Tolliver. So, yikes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Zach Collins footer though, right?
He can shoot the 3, I think, occasionally. Yeah, this Blazers team, it has some holes in it.
That power forward spot is scary.
Yeah, that's why they were 3 last year. I think that was kind of a fluke. I could see the Blazers being like an 8 seed, even missing the playoffs if an injury happens to Rodney Hood or Zach Collins, because outside of Dame and CJ, yikes, this team is not looking so hot. But Dame got like a super max really contract, so getting paid like $52 million in the next coming years. Number 3, I have the Houston Rockets. You have them all the way at 8, was it?
I got the Rockets at 8.
Wow, I have them top 3. I feel like off the court beef with Chris Paul and Harden, it should work out. You know, personalities aside, they're both great basketball players. D'Antoni's been doing great. Their role players, great as well. I think this is a solid team and now has a legit chance of making the finals now that the Warriors are no longer there. Actually, never mind, the Clippers and all the other defensive guys are going to be stopping that. But they'll make it out the second round, depending on what team they go up against.
3, I got the Blazers at 3.
You don't see the glaring holes?
I kind of skimmed over the power forward hole. I didn't realize that it was that bad.
You just saw Anthony Tolliver. Oh, he's a good guy.
Scalabrine is somewhat young, but I think Collins can move over and fill that spot. I think just the Whiteside, Dame, and CJ McCollum
is gonna be enough.
It's pretty good. And Hood off the bench. I really like Rodney Hood. I think re-signing him was a great pickup. He was huge in the playoffs for them last year.
Number 2, this 2 seed, I have the Denver Nuggets. They're exactly the same team. They added Bol. I think another year of experience is going to really help the Nuggets, and they're going to be in the same spot, if not the Western Conference Finals.
I got the Jazz at 2.
Okay.
The Jazz, I kind of bought into the hype. Conley's a great pickup. I think he's a really good scorer, obviously, but I think the Bogdanovich pickup was huge. And Gobert does not get enough love back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year. Pretty good bench player. Ed Davis also not really talked about. The starting 5 is very good, and I think they got a little bit of depth. I mean, Mudiay was, I don't know, I
think Exum and Mudiay are going to be playing a lot of the 2 and 1 because they don't have like a backup for Donovan.
They don't have a backup. They'll probably bring in another guy. It looks like they need to. I don't know. I just see them.
It looks like a very solid team. They could be the Nuggets of last year, you know? So I give you that. And at the number 1 seed in the West.
Looks like we're both.
Do we?
Got this. We both got
Are you
this.
sure?
Yeah, Clippers.
I have the Thunder.
They're at 1.
I'm just kidding. That was a bad joke. I understand. I have the Clippers at 1 as well. The defense is going to be crazy. I can be a Kawhi fan again. I tweeted this out. I hated Kawhi for quitting on the Spurs, but now that he quit on the Raptors and won a championship with them, it's like, you know, there's no point in hating if that's just who he is, you know. doing the best for him, and the Clippers should be fun to watch. The rivalry of LA.
Yeah, it goes without saying that team is just that defense. I mean, Pat Bev and Kawhi.
Paul George, Montrezl Harrell, Mo Harkless.
I think what a lot of people aren't talking about is that Harrell was third in six man last year, behind Lou Will, who's also on the team.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't even think Harrell's gonna start, so they're gonna have a solid bench as well. And they kept Shamet. Wow.
Yeah, and Zubac. They'd re-signed Zubac.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
They gave up a lot of picks, but they're
got
able
rid
to
of Gallinari,
keep Shamet.
but you got Kawhi. Yeah.
Shamet's the prize here. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is also unfortunate to see him go, but
really like Shamet.
If you're able to keep and Jerome Robinson was their lottery pick last year as well, so they have a lot of young talent. Clippers are going to be the fun team to watch next year. But those are our Western Conference predictions. We'll probably make another one on the East. That one's going to be a lot more difficult for me because the East is wide open after the top two, I feel like. Anything you want to say before we go?
And just quick little plug. If you want to find my music, it's anywhere under Jpaulished.
Links in the descriptions.
Imagine that was really me. Cause I hate the powers like a mini-me. Hating all the hours that they're giving me. Trying to blow my off job right to smithereens. Cause I do the same to do it every freaking week. People get it handed to them like it's trick or treat. Gotta hand it to them cause their life is bittersweet. Got me thinking I'm really free, killing me. Inside, I try not to lose.